Hey, welcome back to the Engineer Channel. Today we're going to be putting some ditch lights on the old Gen 2 Taco. We're going to do some Amazon specials, the NOVSight. Is that NOVSight? You want to know what's in the package and how they go on? Come on back and I'm going to show you how to do it. So this is all this ditch light setup is all off of Amazon. What we got is the NOVSight off-road pod lights. I'm going to show you what those look like because Amazon didn't do a very good job. They don't show how the wires go on these lights online. So here's what they are. Is they come off here and then they're just two bare wires. So you're going to have to wire those in. So you get about 18 inches of wire and the pod light. And then it comes with the, of course, the little mounting bracket for it. And then a couple of screws, some mounting hardware to mount that. But that's it. So on their pictures online, I wasn't sure what kind of wiring situation this was going to be, but for those of you wondering, there it is. So also to go with that, we got the these are just the Amazon special. I think they're like $15, powder coated, black, just plain ditch light brackets. Nothing fancy, nothing special. But shouldn't take a whole lot of special to mount these little pod lights. These will go on the hood latches underneath, and then this will mount the light on the outside of the hood. This is the low rise bracket. I think these are like $15. They're cheap. And then finally, we need a wiring kit for that. And I got the Nylight wiring kit here, made in China. And you get here's what you get. You get a wiring diagram, you get plenty of wire, a relay, and then a switch for your Sasquatch lights. So this will all go under the hood. We'll run this through the firewall and hook this up. So let's get going. All right, so on the left-hand side of the car, is that right? The right-hand side of the car, the passenger side, tab goes out, okay? And what you want to do is loosen these two bolts up here, and you want to mark that. Now, I have a witness mark. You can see where this has been on there. And so, because the hood is adjustable forwards and backwards, and you want to get it back on in the correct place so that your body lines line back up. Only do one side at a time. Here we go. All right, so go ahead and tighten it back up and get the bracket is adjustable forwards and backwards. I kind of have it adjusted farther back, but just make sure that the bracket doesn't contact your windshield back here when the hood is up. All right, now I've got them both in. Want to just check real quick and make sure you got your lines and your gaps all back to where they're supposed to be, because we did just loosen the hood up. Nothing's gonna hit over there. That looks good. Oh, yes. Yeah, that looks real good. So just check your gaps and make sure everything lined back up properly, and you're good to go. Okay, so we got our brackets on. Next, let's mount our pod lights. All right, so the next step is we're gonna put our brackets on our little pod lights. Each light comes with 2 Allen head screws that are going to go side to side, and then 1 hex screw that's going to attach it down to our ditch light bracket. Now, look here, they even threw in an Allen wrench for us. Isn't that cool? And also, to keep it from spinning, they've included a little rubber pad, and that's going to go right underneath between your ditch light bracket and your pod light to keep it from spinning. A little vibration isolator there. Kind of cool. Okay. These are pretty easy to see which way they mount. They have a slanted side to them. The slanted side goes with this slant on the pod light there. Just line those up, get the angle that you want, put your screw in, and done. Okay. Blooper moment. Okay, you have to put the bolt that holds this to the bracket in first, because otherwise it don't go. Dadgummit. Pro tip for the install. They come with these 1-inch bolts. By the time I get that in there, I have that much hanging down through my bracket. It's going to be really close to my hood. So I've measured, and I can get this through there and get a full nut on it. And this is a 5/8 of an inch long. It's a 5/16 inch diameter bolt, 5/16 18 bolt by 5/8 long. And that fits perfectly where I can get a full nut under there, but I won't have any bolt hanging down underneath my bracket. Pro tip. Let's put this on here. You can see with the hood all the way open, we still have a little bit of room behind there, even with the hood all the way open, that they're not hitting the windshield, which is good. So, next step is the yucky part. We got to wire them up. Okay, so our ditch lights, what we got is we've run under this panel here and then along this top wiring harness here over to this side. And I've got this tied on here. You're going to have to run one side up here. I'm going to probably attach this positive lug here. And then the negative, the ground, is over here on this ground lug. And then I have to feed this wire here, which has our switch on it. It has a plug on it somewhere along there. It is. So I got to feed that through the firewall and then hook this plug up. Okay, here's my final under the hood shot for my ditch lights. My hot wire's coming out here, ground wire's here, and then here is mounted on the firewall, or fender rather, the relay. And then all these things run down through a grommet right down there and run inside the cab. So now, let's hook up the cab side of things. This is ready to go. All right, so we got our ditch lights all finished and installed. It's nighttime. Let's flip them on and let's see how bright they are. Again, these are the NOVSight, NOVSight Amazon lights. So here we go. Here you can see the switch, Sasquatch light. There you go. And it's not illuminated until you turn it on, and then it illuminates. Let's go see how bright they are.
Go.
So as you can see, these really aren't very a floodlight. They're more of spots, really. It's pretty compact beam. Okay. Headlights. Fog lights. Light bar. Ditch lights. We look like an alien spaceship has landed. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time here on the Engineer Channel.